What's cracking, cousin? It's your favorite cousin Ken here at the Lighthouse ATL. This is the Divine Feminine headquarters, and yes, this is your favorite cousin Ken from the YouTube channel Ken Be the Light. I know many of you are like, Ken, where you been? What's been going on? Well, I took 3 years off from work to work on myself. So no relationship, no job, no business, no nothing. Just strictly working on myself. And I have been guided to come back and help a powerful community of women that are deciding to do the same thing. No longer working hard, releasing all toxicity from your life, and connecting to your true divine feminine identity. I will be here every week, every Monday, with spiritual guidance for you ladies. I'm so excited to work with you, and congratulations to the new you. Hey cousin, what's cracking? It's your favorite cousin Ken here at the Lighthouse ATL. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about domestic violence. I want to first give a disclaimer because I know this is going to be a trigger warning for a lot of women out there who have been through domestic violence situations. I just want to let you know that I know that this is triggering, but this is a conversation that we must have. We must talk about domestic violence. Now, we're all watching what's going on with Diddy and what is unfolding between him and what happened with him and Cassie. And it's really hard to watch that video because honestly, as a young girl, I watched so many women be abused by men. It was just normal. And if you grew up in a certain environment like I grew up, it was normal. It was just the way it was in the 90s. I don't know what it was. I think, a lot of our parents was on drugs. Listen, it was cracking. And it was always fights all the time, especially between men and women. Now, this is what I want to say. I hear a lot of men talking about this situation, and I hear that, they want to express themselves because, okay, listen, your cousin Ken, baby. I can see between all of it. I can read between the lines real well. A lot of men, they want to deviate away from what is happening. They don't want to address the issue. A lot of these men are saying, okay, well, why is the tape coming out? And why is Cassie saying something now? And why this and why that? Okay, listen, we're not going to go around the fact of what Diddy did. Now, for whatever reason, it came out. We all know that anything we do in the dark is going to come to the light eventually. That's with everybody. It's not just with Diddy, it's with everybody. So if he did something, which he did, and we all watched him do it, then he should be held accountable for what he has done. We all know of Diddy's history. Everybody knows the type of person that he is from what we hear about him in the industry. Everybody knows the type of person that he is. And he's not the only person that's like that. A lot of men that have money and that are in these so-called elite positions, they feel as though they are exempt from everything. They can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. They can be however they want. And then when it comes back to bite them in they wazoo, now we need to have some type of redemption for him. Now listen, I'm not saying that we should not have, some type of redemption for Diddy, okay? Because I believe that anybody can change. I have changed. I know that it's possible. I have forgiven many, many men in my life, including my own father, for things that I have witnessed him doing. You see what I'm saying? So I don't hold things against people. I'm not that type of person. So I do believe that people can change. And I also believe that people, you get older, and even if they don't change, even if they are still the same person, they still feel like they don't have any remorse for what they have done. They still have a conscience at the end of the day as they get older, and they start to self-reflect, and everybody can go down that path of self-healing. And even if it's just to say, okay, I know that I should have done things differently, that's enough, but I do believe that anybody can change. But we cannot get away from the fact that there are so many men out here that have no discipline. That's what we need to talk about. That's what we need to talk about. That's the bigger issue here. The bigger issue is that a lot of men have these powerful positions and they don't have the discipline. That's because they are being so-called blessed, which you hear everybody talk about blessings when they talk about money. They're being blessed by the God of this world, which will give you everything that you want, regardless if you're ready for it or not. It's what it is. And a lot of men need to understand that they are going to be held accountable for abusing their power. This is what's happening. Let's go deep in this thing, okay? Because even though we can say, he's being framed for what he's done and all these other type of things, listen, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that, all right? What's happening right now is that we all know that this world is evolving, all right? The planet is evolving. Everybody is being called up, all right? The men are the leaders. And the men have abused their power for many, 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 many years. The woman was created to help the man. All right. So I don't want to hear none of this crazy stuff that I'm hearing about. Well, what about women that abuse men? Listen, please don't ever be a man out there and think that you have an argument when you're talking about a woman abusing another man, as if a man is not physically stronger than a woman. Like, let's just not even have that conversation. That's sick, okay? Let's just not even talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that men have been given this power by the Creator, all right? By our Creator to rule, to dominate. And he has used his power to dominate over women, to rule and to abuse children. Yeah, many, many, many men are abusing children, young, innocent children, because they have the power to do so. Many men, whether they have money or not, they have the power to rule over a woman because a woman's mind is different from a man's mind. And men are using their power to rule over women, and that time is over. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. So if you're a man out there and you have been put in a position to lead, I'm letting you know right now, whatever you have done in your past, listen, it's coming out. It's coming out. It is going to come out. Especially if you're the type of man that feels like you can just do whatever you want to do and you do not have to make it right between you and the Creator, not between everybody else and public and elders and all that. Forget all of that. Because what you do in the secret, when you change, when you make your transformation, that's between you and your Creator. And then your Creator, which is our Creator, will exalt you, will put you up high. But a lot of these men, they feel like they are God, and they are not God. And I'm here to let every single one of you know that. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, but I guarantee you that the reason why you're not disciplined enough to do the things that you need to do, like keep your hands to yourself, is because you're spiritually disconnected from the source that will help you to do that. So as long as men are running around like young boys with this false sense of leadership and they want to abuse their power, they're going to be exposed, and they should. And they should. And this goes for the spiritual community. It's going to happen in the spiritual community. It's going to happen in the entertainment industry. The leaders that you feel like, whatever leaders you feel like you love the most, I'm letting you know right now, whatever they have done in secret, it's going to come out. You want to know why? Because the true stars are here. The real stars are here. There are men in this world that the Creator of all, our spirit, the source of all, has put in position to lead, which means they have been spiritually initiated. not by some person that's giving them a plaque or some beads. No. Mm-mm. Not by a religion that's giving them a certificate. No. Not by earning stars or stripes. No. When spirit initiates a man, this man has the fear and reverence for the creator that a lot of men don't have. They don't. So a lot of these men that say that they love God so much, they really don't, because if they did, then they would be aware that they're always being watched and observed. And they would be aware that the woman that is in their life is there to help them. And they would know that if they hurt the woman that God put in their life to help them, it's like a death sentence. It's not going to work well. It's just not going to work out well. And it's just sick to hear all of these men talk about, all these other type of things is going on. Nobody wants to talk about what the real issue is here. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I wish I could really have a conversation with every single man out here. I want to get on every man podcast that's talking about Diddy right now so we can just have a conversation. Let's talk about what's really going on. It's the fact that men lack discipline. I don't care about you not having your daddy there. I don't care about what situation you grew up in. I don't care, because literally I can use every single excuse as to why I can be a certain way, because I used to lack discipline too. I used to be the same way. So that's why I don't use it as an excuse. And the fact that men want to use this excuse about what they don't have and all these other type of things, it's just sick. And then they want to talk about, they're trying to frame Diddy and this and that. Listen, we already know that. Everybody knows that they're trying to bring Diddy down. Everybody knows that they always want to bring down the top men that are in our culture. So answer this. Why are the men allowing this to happen? If you already know that you being in this top position in our culture is going to automatically put you on the chopping block, then why behind closed doors are you doing things that you know eventually is going to catch up with you? Why? I'll tell you why. Because they don't have the right women in their life. They don't have the right women in their life, because when they have the right women in their life that they respect, the woman is always going to help the man. She's going to help him. It's what it is. Every man that I know that is successful and he's married, he always says, it's because my wife. Men listen to their wives. But a lot of these fake leaders out here, and I'm calling them fake. I'm going there. I'm in my bag today. I don't care, because it's like they're selective when it comes to leadership. You see what I'm saying? You don't even have a wife or your own family, but you want to lead the community. I'm not buying it. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of the leaders, they're married. The leaders that actually was doing things in the world, they were married. These men nowadays, they lack discipline. They're afraid of commitment. They are selective when it comes to what they want to commit to. They want to keep these girlfriends on the side. They want to have baby mamas and all this stuff, but they don't want to commit to their families. And then you want to sit up there and say you want to lead the community? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And shout out to Aristotle. Okay. Shout out to him. And I love that he got the Black House. I love it. I love it. I love it. You want to know why I love it? Because that is a man that I know he ain't perfect. Ain't no man perfect. But one thing I can say, every time I hear about Aristotle, he's always talking about his wife. A man who has a wife has favor. He gets favor from the Creator. So a lot of these men that are out here running around wild, doing whatever they want to do, they say they want to be in a relationship, they want to be married, they want a partner. but they don't have what it takes to be in a partnership. And that's the reason why the source will not ever bring the woman in your life that you need, because you're not in alignment with that type of woman. That type of woman will intimidate you. That type of woman will help you to be better, and you'll cry about it. A lot of men will cry about it. She's too strong. Oh, the woman, she's too strong for me. Listen, go get with a woman that's easy then. And that's what a lot of these men are doing. They're getting with a young girl. You know what I'm saying? They want to get with the young girl. They want to get with the pretty girl. They want to get with the, you know what I'm saying? But they don't want to get with the one that has the power to help them. They don't want that. They say that's what they want, but we know what they want, because when you look at their wife, or not even their wife, when you look at their girlfriends or you look at their partner, you know that their partner is not their equal. You can tell the energy of their partner and the energy of these so-called men that are leaders. They're not equal. Even when you look at Cassie and Diddy, come on, that's not equal. That's a young child. She shouldn't even have been with no grown man like Diddy, but that's not my business, okay? If she want to be with a 50-year-old man, that's on her, okay? Listen, I'm not judging, but I'm just saying that's not an equal partnership. A lot of these men, they want a younger girl because they know that they can manipulate her. They know that they can continue to do the things that they want to do, and she's going to ride with it, and that's what they want, because they don't want some woman to tell them no. You should think differently about that. Maybe you should do this. Can I offer a suggestion? They don't want a woman that's like that. So what they do is they go ahead and climb up this ladder. All right? And Spirit watch them climb all the way up this ladder to the top. They get all that glitz and glamour. Yes. And this is how it works. It's been going on forever. Spirit will allow you to go up to the top. Dark forces, they'll watch you get all the way up to the top. And guess what? When they get all the way up to the top and they think that they have made it, they're gloating about what they have done, they're so great. Guess what happens? They come falling down to the bottom. You want to know why? Because they're disconnected from the source. Because they put themselves first. Because their business is about making money. Their business is about them. Their business is about whatever they want to do. They're not being led by spirit. A man that is really truly connected to the source, he's not doing what he wants to do. He's doing what he's guided to do. He's not saying what he wants to say. He's saying what he's guided to say. And it's the same for women. So the men that are true leaders out there, you're going to see them. They're getting ready to start rising up. And women that have really, really been connecting to source, you're going to see them. They're going to start raising up right now. I'm telling you. The old ones have to go down. The new ones have to come up. And the ones that are in position right now, they better hope to the high heavens that they are doing what they need to do in front of the camera and behind the camera. Because if they're not, they're going to climb all the way up to the top and they're going to go crashing down to the bottom. And I hate to see it. I hate to see it, because we need strong men that have the discipline enough to listen to spirit so that they can be a vessel of light in this world. That's what we need. We need our men to be disciplined, but they're not, because they're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about what they want. They're living in their lower nature. And we all start off there. We all do. Everybody does. But it comes a point in time in the journey where you have to evolve and grow. And if these men are afraid of commitment, they don't even want to commit to their wives, their girlfriends. They just want to, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Do I want to be with her or not? I don't know. Let's have 2 more kids. Or let's not have no kids at all. No. I don't want to have any children. No, we have to make sure everything is perfect. It's like, whatever. They could play that game with somebody else. They can't play that game because of Ken Baby, because I could see through all of this crap. And then to hear like Slim Thug was saying like something like Cassie was just doing all of this because her money was running out. That's what he said. Her money was running out. She needs to get her money up or whatever it was. So now she want to come out and talk about this or whatever. I'm like, this is sick. This is sick. So I wonder if now that he's seen that video, he's probably like, oh, well, why did they leak the tape? It's like, oh my goodness. Are you serious? Are you serious? So we're just not going to talk about the fact that this man is beating on this young girl. She's so frail. Like me, myself, as a person, as a woman, I wouldn't even want to fight Cassie. Look at how small she is. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't even want to fight a little girl like that size. And for a man to put his hands on a woman like that, like, it's a spirit, first of all. Now let's go back down deep in that hole. This is a spirit. This same spirit is not just in men, it's in women, it transfers, okay? But how does this spirit have entry into these men's life and into people's lives? It's because of the lack of discipline. And right now, I've told you all, this veil is so thin. So this is the reason why we're all being guided to do better, to be more spiritually connected. Because if you are not disciplined, then you basically are an open vessel for these forces to come straight in and do whatever it is that they're going to do. And I'm not saying that as an excuse, okay? I'm not saying that, because I know a lot of religious people, they like to use dark forces and they like to put everything on the dark forces, like they're the blame for everything. No. We're not doing that, because we're spiritually mature over here, which means that we understand that the dark forces only have an entryway and a portal into your life where you open the door and let them in. You have to let them in. So if he has all of these vices and different things going on, he's watching the porno, he's doing all this type of stuff. Yeah, you opening up the doors for those forces. So, men just have to understand the time is up for them abusing their power. The time is up for them faking and acting like they're doing something great in the world. And it's just not led by spirit. It's not. People in these churches, all these men in these churches, flaming hot Cheetos. That's what I call them. They're a bunch of flaming hot Cheetos, baby. Baby, these men are some flaming hot Cheetos. And okay, I'll say a lot of these men in these churches, religious men, they're married. They're married. But they're flaming hot Cheeto. I know they are. And y'all know they are. You can look at them and you tell. You say, I don't know now. Is that weave in his hair? I don't know now. Is that a hot pink sweater? I don't know now. Something, hold on. Yeah, that's that spirit. Man, it's crazy out here. It's wild out here. But you know what? I'm just here as a messenger. And a lot of these men, they'll say that a woman like me shouldn't even speak. A woman shouldn't even be able to speak. This is why they don't want women to speak. This is why they don't want women to be spiritually connected. Because when a woman is spiritually connected, she can see straight through all of the crap. All right? This is why men don't want that. And this is the reason why a lot of you women are being led away from these men. If you have been guided to stop having sex with these men, there's a reason why. Because they're going through a great purging right now. They may not even know it, but I'm telling you because you're my cousin. And I want to let you know, these men, either they're going to get right or they're going to get left. It's what it is. Because there's a new world. We're living in a new world. So that means that it's time for a shift, but the men have to lead that. And the women, listen, we ain't off the hook. We're not off the hook, because a lot of women, we have to get back home. So all that working and hustling and boss babe, this and that we was doing, or whatever, women were doing, that's over too. So when you can't work as hard as you want to work, or when you get pregnant, or when all these things happen in your life and you can't do all that hustling that you used to do, it's because you need to go back home. Because we're here to nurture humanity. We're here to help support humanity, the men and the children. So at the end of the day, the moral to this story and this rant, because I know I sound a little ranty, is that the men have to raise up and we have to raise up too. But we are going to follow the men. And if we're going to follow these men, they have to get in line and they have to know that it's spirit that is going to do the leading, and they are going to follow. And if they don't, watch them go down, okay? And we're just going to pray for them. Pray for these men and stay out the way, ladies. If you're being guided out of the way, stay out of the way, because it's about to go down. Not just for Diddy, okay? That was like, how they sent up a flare? Yeah, that was like a flare, okay? A little smoke going up to let these men know. And they got the message. Trust me, they got the message. A lot of them did. A lot of these men. So we're just going to pray for them and continue to do what we need to do. Keep our hands clean. Keep our energy high. Drink our water. Mind our business, okay? I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye. Hey, cousin. If you're interested in joining our powerful community of women supporting each other through our healing and transformation journey, make sure that you look for the Lighthouse ATL on all social media platforms. YouTube, TikTok, not on Instagram, but Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere else. Look for the Lighthouse ATL, okay? You do not have to do it on your own. We are done with these solo dolo missions, okay? We're going to work together. We're going to heal together. We're going to cry together. We're going to laugh together. We're going to travel together. Listen, join our Level Up movement, and I will see you soon. Bye.